Hi there, traders. Hope everybody had a good week. Let's do a currency wrap on a currency weekend wrap on a Friday because I didn't do one earlier this week on Thursday. So let's go through the majors. We'll talk about the trades that we're in or the trades I'm in and what I'm looking at right now. The Euro USD, I've been short. I went short on Thursday on the spike higher after the ECB comments, and now I've been riding it lower ever since it pushed up to the 10-day moving average right here. I believe I had an order in at 1.1023, spiked up a bit above that, and I managed to get in at 1.120. Now I moved my stop loss to just above today's high, which is at 1.0930. Now I'm going to try to stack into this position, and I placed a order at the 50 fib or about the 50 fib from today's push lower. We had a low, I think, at 109, 108, excuse me, 59, and then a high today is at 109.30. So that gets me in on the second order at 1.0996. Stop loss is the same. Same for the first entry at 1.0930. So it's very limited risk and this is going to end up at worst case being just slightly positive trade. Bear with me with the speaker. For some reason my headset wasn't working today, and I went and actually bought another one, and that still wasn't working on both computers, so something's off with the system. But let's go ahead, move on. The Great Britain pound USD, you can see that this pair has just been consolidating since we had the flash crash down lower recently with the Brexit news. So we could, at this moment, I'm not really interested in jumping in to the short side. Maybe a pushback of the 10-day moving average. Could see a push or continue, could see sellers come in for another push lower. But at this point, as I spoke about earlier this morning, I would be concerned with the, I would be focusing on the hourly chart. The hourly chart to see opportunities to. Systems are running slow today. I guess it's with all the cyber activity. So on the East Coast, that's pretty crazy stuff. That a lot of the bigger systems like Twitter and so forth aren't running at all. All right, so we can see right here that, as I said earlier, the only way I would go short would be a break of this 120.85 level, but I would be more interested in an hourly cross above the 123, maybe looking for a pushback higher. I don't know exactly where my target would be at this point, but I think we would definitely be nice to see a pushback up towards this 125 level before we could see continued push lower. That would be my trade of choice in this pair, but at the moment I am definitely sidelined. In the USD JPY, you can see I've been looking for a push above the 104.30, 104.40 level, but we have just been consolidating at this point right around that price, and until we get a break above that, I'm not too interested. But you can see that we did have a cross, the first one of the year, of the 10 and 50 moving average, which definitely I would like to see a break of the 104.40 and a push all the way up towards this 107 level. If you wanted to, you could go long now, but I really wouldn't. I don't want to risk that much. You put your stop below this 102.80, 90 level, and then you could look for a push higher. But I'd rather wait for maybe a confirmed push above daily close above the 104.40, 50 level. Now with the Aussie USD, I'm not too interested in this cross right now at these current levels. This pair has been just kind of consolidating. It stayed above the 200-day moving average. It's had a very choppy sideways action basically since the beginning of the summer. And until we get a push above the 77.60 level, not interested, but I would be interested if we did get a break below the 74.17. But at the current time, this is definitely on the back burners. The New Zealand cross USD, one short today after riding it from a push higher from the 200 to the 50-day moving average. I went short, I believe, at 0.7150. That's right here, 0.7160, and I'm looking for at least a push down to the 200-day moving average. And then I think we might even break below that. But it's a tight stop in this one. My short, my stop is at 0.7200. So we're only risking 40 pips, and so the R&R is pretty good on this one, and we'll see how that plays out. The USD CAD continues to break higher today. It finally broke above the 133 level. I had been trying to get in on a pullback. We didn't get the pullback. Now I have an order to go long. If we push back down, towards the 133 level and place my stop just below. Actually, I said 132.80, and placing my stop just below the low for the day, which comes in at 132.20. I like the R&R, and we do have a lot of clean air up here, so we could see a push back up towards the 136, 138 level. The Euro JPY, I just pointed out today, it's really range trading since the middle of the summer, and any push down towards just 112 could give you an opportunity to just play a bounce higher. One last thing I've been trading quite a bit lately is the gold, but gold at the last few days has been stuck between the 200 and the 50-day moving average. Until we get a break out of that zone, we're just going to continue to see cluster. I do favor a continued push higher, and once we get through there, then I will not actually going to be playing it on the playing it through the futures market. I will probably just be using leverage ETFs like Nugget and Dust and such like that, and riding it on a daily basis, getting in and out, not holding it overnight. And that's what I'm looking at right now, guys. So everybody, good luck trading. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.